Oh my goodness, whatever the heck is living in here is having a time of its life. What is going up, YouTube? Having a bad day. This weed eater took a dump. This is a power cord and weed eater, and I'll show you the bottom of it. And I'm surprised because this was a Black & Decker, if anything. The motor went, it's starting to grind now. But this thing got so hot, the motor got so hot that it melted this into a pop-up shape that it won't stay in there either. So regardless, well, when the thing is in there, this pops up. Blew out a piece. So this weed eater definitely has took a dump. Hopefully my mother should have. See, this thing was like this the other day when I had that in there. Let me see. Yeah, see? With the piece in there, you see how it doesn't, this is pushed, see? Like that's literally won't go down. So it warped the plastic on this from the engine. And the crazy thing is I invested some money into getting that. My parents have a battery one. Let's go see if we can find it. Goodbye, Black & Decker. I might keep this friggin' spring. You never know. It might be interchangeable. Put it somewhere where I'll forget it. But Black & Decker, you really disappointed me because I had another one that really lasted a long time for years. And I can't remember when I bought this one, but this is trash. And I took it apart and it is just trash. The motor is definitely grinding. The good thing is it's been raining. That is the good thing here. But now my mother tells me that I gotta remove this fence here because the avocado tree grows sideways. I mean, not the avocado. The gandula tree grows sideways. And after the hard work me and BB did to get this in here, we have to remove it. Let me show you what a gandula is, because a lot of people get this confused because it comes in a can or in a bag. This is basically what we call a gandula. Pigeon peas. That's what is gandulas. They come in a can. They come frozen, which is the best because they're fresh frozen. You get a lot of flavor with them. Or they come hard like this. This is, if you want to grow gandulas, these are the beans you would use for seeds and stuff. And then you would sit them in water overnight and they would get soft. Now, gandulas you can use in different ways. Puerto Ricans, we put them in our yellow rice and gandulas. We mix it together. You could cook them separately. You can have the gandulas with potatoes, or they get like the banana and they shrine it up and they put those in there. It's hard to explain, but I gotta make that one day. It tastes real good. That's what this produces. Parents have this growing in Puerto Rico. I think it died. I picked these when I were kids in Puerto Rico. The reason why people don't grow gandulas is because, and I put a lot of seeds in there, so my chances will grow up. But the reason a lot of people don't grow the gandulas is because, like those 6 trees there can make 1 can of gandulas. And when the season comes and the squirrels don't eat them and they start thinging, I'll show you how to pick. And then you separate the bad ones because there's some have worms in them, some are not good. You got to open them up, peel. It's a process. And again, that's why the younger generation just rather buy them in a can. But the good thing is, after all that work we did, all we have to do is pull this up and roll the fence so the gandulas can grow sideways. Not just upwards, but sideways too, so that we can get every gandula we can. Because like I said, And look at that avocado tree, man. Impressive. Oh, it's got mushrooms, and then that tells me this piece is dead, so we might have to talk to my mother and cut that piece off. I'll have to talk to her about cutting that off. It's her tree. I don't want to mess with it. But yeah, like I said, we tight strap these. So the good thing is this is already pre-ready if I needed to put this on. But the whole purpose of this was, of course, was to keep the squirrels out of here while they were growing and digging. But you ain't gonna stop the squirrels, I could tell you that much. So I want to do this before I see about her plastic weed eater. Get this out the way early in the morning before it gets hot and muggy. So if you want to grow gandules and you live in Florida, we did show you how we did it. We put a cup in there with special dirt and everything, and that's what they're growing through. And we cut the bottom out because this is sand over here. And it's harder to grow gandules in sand than if you had good dirt. Then you wouldn't have to do all that process we did. Come on, buddy. So there we have it. I'm going to roll that fence up, put it away. But that's what the gandula tree looks like. Again, when it's time, there'll be yellow flowers on here. And then we have to wait for the seed pots to come in. I don't know why some of them are turning like that. But that's why you plant a lot. Because you don't know what will survive, what not. It seems like that middle row right there is literally slacking in something. Because those are the thinnest. Everything else looks real thick. Especially those in the back there. That's real thick. This we normally put around in April, May when the cold is over. And by, I want to say by November, these do give gandules twice a year. So let me roll this up and put this away. Hopefully this avocado will give us some things, but it looks like something is on there. I don't know if that's a disease or if it's bugs that eat the leaves. I don't know, it might be some kind of, there's definitely something on there. Some eggs or something, I don't know. But whatever it is, I could see them moving. I know they're not butterflies, so there must be some kind of thing, eggs that we've never noticed it as the avocado tree was big. So let me finish this up. Remember that big old avocado tree that gave us over 20 avocados? Came back to life from the freeze. Alrighty, let's leave that in there for now. This has got to be the one. But there it is. My parents have a battery one. We're gonna bring it to life. The only thing I don't know is if it's only one in here, and do they have any extra ones? I used to have extra, because not every roller thing fits for every weed eater. Yeah, I got a spool in there already, but it probably needs to be spooled. This sucker feels real light, and it could be because not the battery, but the electric ones are really heavy. I gotta see if they got the batteries. This hasn't been running in who knows how long. All right, I don't know. They have different weed eaters. I don't know which spool. Boy, I hope they have one more than spool. I have to size them up. Okay. I see a yellow one. But that has the bottom on it. That's for a different weed eater. And that's one thing I did learn. You got to get the right string, because if you don't get the right string, it's not going to work on the weed eater. All right, they did have some extra spools in there. And these do match up right there. And again, I don't even know if the batteries are good. I wasn't a really big believer on battery weed eaters because I hate to have to do it and then all of a sudden the battery goes dead and then I'm changing batteries, or you don't have enough batteries. I mean, batteries are not cheap. I'd rather just do it with the electricity. I know there'll always be electric power. She claims the batteries are back here somewhere. But that's my mother's orange trees and stuff. And the bananas. I know she said they were by the jacuzzi. And I don't see no batteries. And there's nothing on that one. This is why I don't like batteries. Literally, why? Because she don't even know where her batteries are. Yeah, she don't even know where her batteries are. Now I gotta hunt down the batteries. Who knows, might have to go and buy some batteries. And again, that's why I don't like battery stuff. Certain things like that little saw that I use, I didn't mind it because it came with 2 battery packs and you put it away, you know, it's all together in a kit, but she's gonna be like, it's probably in the shed. Let me look again. Yeah, they even have a battery pack saw thing. Oh my gosh. How is your guys' days going? Huh? You ever have something that, like, things are breaking on me? I feel like I'm having bad luck today. And they're not home. Oh, look, and they have another one. Look at that. 2 battery pack weed eaters. The same brand. I remember there was one that they had that had a secret compartment for electric plug, but this one's not it. No, this is straight battery. All right. All right, well, let me go put this in there. I got a lot of watering to do. Let's do that real quick. And just wait for them to come home. All righty. Now this here, our buckets have been filling up. It's been raining, not a lot, but enough. This is where I have my nails in there, so that makes, now I can't even remember. Either way, I'm gonna pour that in there, mix it up, and give some of these trees some extra water. Hopefully it'll rain more. I mean, we definitely need a lot of rain. But let's see if I can get some of this water out in here. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it rained yesterday. It's supposed to rain today. It's always good to keep this ground saturated. There's supposed to be some banana trees in there. You can see what the squirrels have done to our banana trees up here. Iron, that's what's in that other bucket, the nails of iron. And I just like this to collect water, to give it extra water. Usually fills that up. It's hard to see the banana trees because the flowers have overtaken them. But they're in there somewhere. And again, there goes the other avocado. So let me go mix that water up with the iron and then give some of these trees some iron water. So with me pouring that in there, it shook up the iron. I'm going to do the gandula tree. I know I'm going to do that avocado tree. I'm going to do the baby avocado tree. And what the heck are you, dude? I've never seen you. I don't know. You're a horsefly with some short wings or something. And then there's the compost. It's coming down pretty good. Yep, beautiful day in the neighborhood. All right, let me go pour some of this stuff out over here. Let's get these ironed up. One thing about these avocado trees, they need a lot of water. A lot of water, but the avocado season for us is over with because the freeze killed it. Because we would have been seeing some avocados by November. But because the freeze killed it, it's come back to life. We're using this as a measuring stick now. And she's getting pretty big. That's the good thing. Definitely got to get in there one day and pull out all the weeds. But it's muggy. It's muggy. All right, got to do this a couple more times. One thing we have learned here is that every year, Jesus Christ, this thing is so dried up. I'm sitting out in the sun. But every year is not the same as last year. Every year is different. Oh, look at the beautiful butterflies. I'm telling you, ever since we stopped capturing butterflies and letting them form on their own out here, we've been getting some amazing butterflies, big butterflies, different unique ones. And it's like I told BB, it's a possibility that when they're out there eating in nature, they know to come back there. But if we put them if we grab them and feed them and then release them, they don't know this area here, so they just fly off. We're here because this is where they grew up, and they'll come back and just like I said, we got honeybees, but they'll come back here because they know this area. This is where they grew up. Kind of weird. This is some more of our compost. I think I've showed you that already. But every season we are finding that it's not the same thing. Trees that we didn't care about, like the tomato trees. We didn't care. We threw them there. We didn't care. They grew amazing. The lemon tree. Yeah, it got hit with the frost, but then look. It's getting eaten up. The orange tree, stunted. You know, another tree we wanted to grow. Frost killed all that, and now look at it. We'll never get nothing out of that, and that had a stunt growth rate there. I mean, that's literally a waste of time. But like I said, then she threw all these out here. We have amazing butterflies, and then of course the squirrels. They decide they want to eat banana trees. So it's never the same every year or every season. But it just seems that stuff we want to grow, like the avocados, the gandulas, the orange, the lemons, they just don't want to. Now the gandulas, I can care less if they come and go. And you know, hopefully they'll come. But oh God, I gotta get more buckets. Alrighty. What the heck? What the heck? Oh my God. What? We got savaged. Oh my goodness, whatever the heck is living in here is having a time of its life. Oh my goodness, man. That's another project. There is something in there. That's definitely not a squirrel. It's probably a mouse or a rat or... But that's it for today. I really can't do nothing until the batteries come. Just wanted to show you what was going on here. Let me know if you have days like this. It's like, that's never ending. I mean, that shed there is going to be never ending. I got to get the weed eaters going. So let me know, guys, if you use electric weed eaters or you use the battery ones. This grew twice, and again, the caterpillars have eaten it. And like I said, this has flourished. We get hummingbirds now. So everything looks like it wants to do what it wants to do. But thank you for joining us. It is getting hot. There's really not much I can do, because that I'll have to start one early morning in that shed. It's almost like 10 o'clock now, so it is too hot to do anything. I'm already sweating. But at least I got the gandulas done. I found the battery weed eater. Now I just need to find the battery packs. Make sure those weed eaters even work. Make sure even the battery packs are good and they're not dead cells, or else I have to go buy them. But I don't like to leave stuff charging, sucking my energy, especially here in the summertime. Everything's expensive. You're trying to save, and you're probably saying, what's the difference? You plug it in anyway. But the thing is, battery packs, you could plug for 8-10 hours. Electric weed eater, 2 hours. That's the difference. Until the next one, guys. See ya.